Here we are, BTS!
We are so excited to be part of the first ever virtual final halftime show happening today.
Today is a special moment that brings together music, football, and impact for a bigger purpose.
This show helps support education for children around the world.
We are so proud to be part of this meaningful event.
Thank you to everyone who has supported children.
We can't wait to share this moment with all of you.
Don't miss it. Watch live today.
Imagine this, the biggest stage on Earth, watched by billions of pairs of eyes across every corner of the globe. The 2026 World Cup final isn't just about the battle for the trophy between football's giant teams. It is also the night when new history is written by 7 men from South Korea, with 2 absolute icons stealing the global spotlight like never before. Yes, BTS is back, and with V and Jungkook leading the charge with blinding charisma, they completely tear down the MetLife Stadium stage in a performance that surpasses all limits of imagination. This is the most monumental moment ARMY has been waiting for years. After a long and exhausting mandatory military service phase completed one by one, until they finally reunited as a full group, the biggest surprise in entertainment history was announced. For the first time in FIFA World Cup history, the sacred final match officially features a large-scale halftime show. And who is trusted to break in that ultimate stage? Of course, none other than BTS, complete with all 7 members, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and anchored by the magnetic presence of V and Jungkook, standing together on the very same global stage. But tonight, all eyes naturally gravitate toward the dynamic duo of V and Jungkook, whose unmatched star power, striking visuals, and electrifying stage presence set a completely new standard for global pop royalty. This moment is a powerful statement that the long-awaited patience of millions of fans during the group's hiatus was paid off in the most grand, emotional, and unforgettable way, with V and Jungkook leading the visual and vocal narrative of the entire night, backed by the solid synergy of the rest of the members. It wouldn't be BTS if they didn't set a brand new standard far exceeding expectations in fashion and style. That night, in front of world dignitaries and billions of television viewers, V and Jungkook utterly stunned the international fashion industry, instantly overshadowing everyone else with their supreme styling. Embracing the blokecore aesthetic brilliantly blended with their Red Devils touch, they carved out a league of their own. Pay attention to Jungkook and V, who stepped out looking like absolute rock royalty. Both wore custom leather jackets featuring blazing red embroidery accents that commanded every single camera angle in the stadium. Jungkook's edgy yet effortless styling contrasted masterfully with V's deep, smoldering gaze and high-fashion swagger, instantly making global headlines. While the other members looked incredible, it was V and Jungkook whose distinct aura successfully transformed the stadium's green turf into their personal runway. Long before the first song was played, hashtags specifically praising V and Jungkook's outfits dominated the internet timeline, making global fashion houses bow down to their unmatched influence. And then, the most anticipated moment finally arrived. As the intro of the global hit song Dynamite began echoing to break the stadium's silence, the atmosphere inside MetLife Stadium instantly exploded. The roaring sound of over 80,000 spectators packing the stadium merged into a single wave of extraordinarily powerful energy. Hysterical cheers, shouts of joy, and a sea of purple light from thousands of waving ARMY bombs created a visual spectacle that was magical and deeply touching. In the stands, the situation was pure euphoria, heavily fueled by fans chanting V and Jungkook's names. Dedicated fans from all over the world jumped together with intense passion, hugging each other tightly and shedding tears of happiness because they could finally see their favorite idols performing together again on the Earth's biggest stage. Hardcore football fans in the stands also suddenly stood up from their seats, holding their phones high to record history, mostly captivated by the magnetic pull of V and Jungkook dominating the front lines of the choreography. The excitement in the stands spread as fast as wildfire. The positive wave of energy from the crowd made the entire stadium vibrate on the exact same frequency. Spectators cheered, jumped, and sang together as V and Jungkook commanded the stage with breathtaking ease. Amidst this peak excitement, Jungkook appeared at the very front of the stage with extraordinary poise and vocal precision. Lighted up like dynamite, he shouted with crystal-clear vocals that instantly mesmerized the entire stadium and billions of pairs of eyes in front of their home screens. His golden stability and powerful dance breaks set an impossibly high bar. At that exact second, V stepped forward alongside him, delivering his signature deep, soul-stirring vocals while flashing a killer, effortless smile that sent millions into a frenzy. V and Jungkook completely owned the center stage, feeding off each other's fierce energy. The members thoroughly enjoyed the sea of wildly cheering people surrounding them, but it was V and Jungkook's undeniable chemistry, dual center moments, and commanding stage dominance that triggered absolute mass hysteria in the stands. Although the duration of this halftime show performance was tightly packed, V and Jungkook delivered 100% total performance, without the slightest compromise. Choreography executed with high precision, stable vocals maintained even as they ran across the vast stage, and their iconic expressions successfully proved to the world indisputably why they deserve to hold the eternal title of global superstars. The impact of this spectacular performance was felt instantly across the entire digital world. Major hashtags like #BTSatWorldCup, alongside specific trending terms for Taehyung and Jungkook, shot up sharply and conquered the top global trending positions across various social media platforms in mere seconds. It wasn't just Hallyu fans who were overwhelmingly stunned, but also millions of hardcore football fans, international sports pundits, and mainstream media outlets who suddenly flooded into shower praise on the incredible professionalism, dedication, and standout charisma radiated specifically by V and Jungkook on that grand stage. However, behind the visual splendor, musical fanfare, and overwhelming crowd excitement, this performance held a much deeper meaning. The event was also an integral part of a grand humanitarian mission to support the FIFA Global Citizen Education Fund, a noble initiative aimed at raising funds and providing proper educational access for underprivileged children across the world. Once again, BTS proved that music and sports can harmonize together for a noble social cause, with V and Jungkook standing proudly at the forefront of that global movement, inspiring millions with their hearts as big as their talent. In fact, sports commentators and television analysts did not hesitate to call that night's moment, especially the electric presence of V and Jungkook, one of the most iconic, memorable, and successful halftime shows in the entire history of global sports events. The 2026 World Cup final has now officially ended, and the new champion on the green field has carved out its own history. However, there is one absolute truth realized by everyone. That warm night in New Jersey will forever live on and be remembered throughout the ages as a night of glory belonging to BTS and ARMY, with V and Jungkook etching their names permanently into the history books of global entertainment. From the challenging waiting periods to finally standing proudly and bravely back on the biggest stage on Earth, they've proven to the world that the word bulletproof is not just a stage name, but an eternal destiny that time can never break. What are your own thoughts on V and Jungkook stealing the show at this World Cup? Do you think this is one of their best live stage performances in their career history? Please write down your opinions, analysis, and feelings in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss news and exciting updates regarding BTS's incredible journey. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Or Purple Heart.